Hello and welcome. We're going to be using the SAT4, the SAT calculator program for the TI84 calculator available at msysstudent.com. We're going over practice test 1 from the College Board, part 2. So this is section 2, module 2 of the first test. So basically it's the second half of the math test of the first SAT. I think you're gonna like it because I do. I think it's awesome, and I wish I had this when I was your age. I would have done better on the SAT. Oh my goodness. Okay, so prepare, and I'll walk you through the first test, second half of it, that is, and I'll catch you on the back end. Okay, good luck in your SAT endeavors, and I'll see you next time. Here we are, test 1, section 2, module 2. Basically, that means this is the second half of the first practice test from the College Board set of practice tests. We're going to be using the SAT4, SAT Math, TI84 calculator program to help us through a lot of these questions. So let's start off. The first one I think we can use the calculator completely for is question 3. And this is called system of equations. We have like ax plus by equals c, dx plus ey equals f. And you're probably thinking, hey man, I don't see any y in this first equation. So what we're going to do is we're going to rewrite it as 3x plus 0y equals 12. And the second one would be the negative 3x plus, and I'm going to put a 1 in front of this because even though we don't have a number in front of the y variable, if we don't, we just assume it's a 1. So I'm just going to do this so it's easier to see. So this is under the number 1 algebra equations of the main menu here. And then system of 2 equations, because that's the most frequently occurring function that comes up on this test for the calculator. Okay, and ax plus by equals c. So I'm just going to underline just so you can see a little more easily. These are going to be the coefficients we're going to be doing. The a part of the ax plus by equals c. And then the dx plus ey equals f, just for the uninitiated, just so you know what I'm doing here. So the a is going to be 3, that's the coefficient there. The b is 0, because we don't have a y value, so I'm just putting the 0 so you can see more easily what's going on. And then the c value is 12. We're going to put that there. And then the d is going to be negative 3. Make sure you hit this negative key or press the negative key. Don't mean to be so violent there. The negative sign is to the left of the enter key, so negative 3. And then simply 1 for the e. And the f will be negative 6. Again, that negative key right there below the 3. And then, okay, we get x equals 4, y equals 6. We want to be careful because when I was younger, I was making all kinds of mistakes because I was answering the wrong question. What's the value of y? So it looks like y is 6. So y is 6. We're going to go with choice B. Okay, great. So I want to be careful and read the question in its entirety and see what they're asking. It's one of the important keys of the SAT because, look, it is a tricky test. There's no two ways about it. Okay, so S equals 40 plus 3t. That looks like an algebra equation to me. Gives the speed S in miles per hour of a certain car t seconds. So t is number of seconds. After it began to accelerate, what is the speed in miles per hour of the car 5 seconds after it began to accelerate? So basically, we're going to say t equals 5. Now, that's in this menu, algebra equations. It's called plug in a value, option 4 here, because we're going to plug in 5 for the t value. And just to be safe, we're going to do it using the calculator. I've made so many countless errors doing stuff like this by hand, so I almost always trust the calculator. You can ask my students; they'll attest to that fact for me. And again, we have to use x because this is the x, t, theta, n. I call it the variable key, just to the right of the alpha key in the upper left-hand part of your keypad there. So we're going to do that, and then, what is the x value? 5. We're going to plug that in, and we get 55. Fantastic, that choice right there. Okay. So we continue, and then number 6, what is the solution to give an equation? My goodness, we're going to be doing this algebra equation thing all day, it seems like. So solution to give an equation, we're going to solve the equation, that's option 2. So the left-hand side, and by side I mean side of the equal sign. So the left is here is the 4x plus 5, so 4, and again the x key is a variable key, 4x plus 5. And then the right-hand side is here, the 165, and it'll solve it for us. This is great. So you get x equals 40 Boom, x equals 40 is the answer. Yay. Okay, and then number 8, the function f is defined by f of x equals 1/10 of x, or 1 over 10x minus 2. What's the y-intercept of the graph if y equals f of x, or of the graph y equals f of x in the xy plane? So what we're going to do here, that's a linear equation. It's a very specific type of equation. And we're going to be given slope-intercept form. So that's the y equals mx plus b, probably the most common form you'll see in any kind of algebra class. So we're going to be given slope-intercept. So the slope is 1 over 10. And I'll just highlight that. You can kind of skip ahead if you're already familiar with algebra stuff. But the m, that's the number in front of the x. And then the b is just this. We want to make sure we get that negative as part of the b there. So I just want to give you a heads up about that. So the m is 1 over 10, or 1/10. I'm just going to write 1 divided by 10, because basically all a fraction is an unfinished division problem. So 1/10 and then negative 2. Just be careful of that. That's I'm telling you, that's where they're going to get you. They're going to get you with the negative signs. So look, just put that negative 2 there. I just want to warn you about that. Okay. So, oh my goodness, look at this. What is the y-intercept? 0, negative 2. I love it. Oh, I love this program. I would buy it if I didn't already have it, but I have it. I've got multiple copies. Got it on almost all my TI84 calculators, in fact. Okay, and that's saying something. Okay, function p is defined by p of n equals 7n cubed. What is the value of p and n? What is the value of n when p of n equals 56? So I want to show you something. I'm going to highlight the p of n stuff in kind of like a charcoal gray, and then this and this. So p of n equals this, p of n also equals this. So in essence, what we can do is set these two things equal to each other. We can set 56 equals 7. And again, not the n. I'm going to call it an x. And I know the alphabet police are going to be after me. It's like, it's an n, people. Okay, look, we're going to call it an x because that's how it's going to work in the calculator. So let's just all relax, people. See x t theta n. Okay, but that's in a different type of equation. But in any case, we continue. I don't want to start a war here. So we're going to do algebra equations. Solve equation. Okay, it doesn't work for quadratics, yada, 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 but, you know, we're going to do it anyway. The left side is 56. The right-hand side is 7x raised to the third. There's another way to get cubed, but I'm just going to do it that way. Bam, x equals 2. I like it. Ha, 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 ha. Actually even works for cubics. That's our little secret, right? Okay, that's 12, 13. Yeah, okay. Oh, looks like this is a stats equation, or stats. So we're going to choose option 6, finally something that's not the algebra submenu. List of 10 data values is shown, so number of terms in the list, we're going to go with 10. Now look, the thing here, I know I keep saying be careful, but be careful for these 10 values. So the first term is 6, second term is 8, third term is 16, fourth term is 4, fifth term is 17. Next term is 26. And then we have 8. And then, my goodness, we're going to finish the 8th, 9th, and 10th term. They're all 5. So we'll just type in 5 there. Wow, what does the mean? I will give you the mean. It's 10. Ha, 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 ha. Like it. I would say I love it, but it's an inanimate object. So we're just going to go with like with that one. So what is the minimum? Oh my gosh, this is a quadratic. Quadratic is anything basically that has the highest power of squared. I know you're thinking it should be a biadic or something because it's 2, but it's quadratic. Don't fight me. I didn't create the term. I'm just teaching you how to use it. Minimum value. So the quadratics, we're looking for option 3 of the quadratic menu. Solve, intercept, and max min. Yes, so option 3 again. What are the parabola coefficients? So look, let me show you this. It's ax squared plus bx plus c, and you're like, hey, there's no x term here. I agree with you. So we call it 1x squared, and again, if we don't have a coefficient in front of a variable, we're going to call it 1. 0x plus 55. Okay, so those are going to be your coefficients, 1, 0, 55. So A is 1, B is 0, C is 55. All right, what's the minimum value? Y equals 55. Oh my gosh. Man, this program's awesome. It's awesome. You're seeing it. You're seeing it. This is straight from the College Board PDF version of Practice Test 1. Straight from it. This is, man, you see it in action. You see it. I don't know. It's like, believe, you gotta believe. Okay, so look, blah, 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 absolute value of 4x minus 4 equals 112. What's the positive value of x minus 1? So again, this is an algebraic equation. I've got a absolute value thing, option 3 here. I'm just giving you little warnings here. We can skip that. So the absolute value, to get to that, we have to press the math key, scroll over till we get num, and ABS means absolute value. And then we're going to do 4x minus 4. I'm going to close that parentheses there. And then the right side is 112. Bam. So it's going to give us two x values here. We've got x1 equals 29, x2 equals negative 27. So look, if we subtracted one from each of these, only one of them is going to be positive, right? We can just, forget that guy. And then, that's what x, basically I'm going to say x equals that. So x minus 1 is 29 minus 1. This, I'm pretty confident in my own ability just to subtract 1. I'm going to go with 28 there. Fantastic. Oh my gosh. So that's it. That's the last question on test 1 that we can use specifically with the calculator. So good luck on your next SAT, and I'll catch you next time.